Do you think what I know of Mommy is as small as the box that I found of all her things?
I really can't answer that. All I know is that when she still was in your life, one portion of you was trying to be very close to her. The other portion of you dread being close to her.
You want to put this back? Do you used to fight with her a lot?
Oh, yeah. I guess when we were growing up.
Do you think like she brings people together?
Through food, I guess. Well, when she has a party at home, she will spend 3 days, 1 week cooking.
I think it was like 10 years since we haven't had like such a reunion kind of thing. I think your mom, she brings everyone together, like her cakes, her food, her mee siam. Once she's there, it's like there'll be people. She's like the main party person.
Buddy, you flush the water.
She always either would spend most of the time in the kitchen, and by the time she finished cooking, the parties are always midway. So everyone will always say why she will always be hiding in the kitchen during the parties instead of coming out and actually interacting with her friends.
It's $20
She used to have those Reiki class friends, and then those meditation class friends, and then her cancer group friends. So she was always very nice to them. I remembered whenever we travel, she would buy presents back for everyone, including the fishmonger at the market.
Your mommy is a very generous person. She helps a lot of people. Give an example, like a friend of hers will say, I like that food that you cook. She not only will teach you, she will go and buy all the ingredients for you. She will, get everything. If there's a special equipment needed, she will go and get it too. She was doing her secretarial course after O-level. That's when she met your dad. Your dad is a classmate of mine. So I introduced them, and then they started dating.
That time when I know her, she was in secondary 3. How it happened was that party that very night, I was on the dance floor, and then there comes Mummy with her agar-agar, and I had a look at her, she looked at me, and I said, interesting, And she asked Auntie Hoon and asked the rest. And then, if I remember right, she was telling me, hey, don't go out with him, this guy very proud one. I used to give them the impression I was so proud. I don't know, maybe. But she relented and she agreed. And we actually had spent a very interesting day at the beach.
The lifestyle that Mommy had before and after she got married, what was the difference in terms of that? And maybe, was she still the same before she got married and after she got married?
Oh, big difference.
I was cutting onion and your mom was walking down the steps. She says, what are you doing? I said, cutting onion. I said, what are you cutting onion for? I said, to fry. And she says, It's all wrong. You have cut it all wrongly. This is not the way to cut onion. You cannot cut onion like that. So she actually stand at the staircase and scolded me and screaming at me and giving me a lesson about cutting onion. Even when after she passed away, every time I stand in the kitchen, I can see her literally on that staircase screaming at me for cutting the onion. On top of put it in no, the veggie we put there.
Okay.
You remember your mom?
Do you remember much about my mom?
Yeah, of course.
I wanted to eat satay bee hoon, and mommy wouldn't buy it for me, so I threw a tantrum in the market or something like that. And then when we came home, she was so angry with me, she locked me outside of the house. I managed to find a way to get into the house and get to the phone, and then I called the police. So I dialed 999, and then I told the policeman that my mom had locked me outside the house and refused to give me satay bee hoon.
Okay, so that you know she can eat you.
I don't like tofu. 越剪越糟。不然这一烤就小黄的。
Okay. Smile. Actually, I was never close with your mom because we were not brought up together. Once we had quite a big fight and we actually took the chalk and drew a line across the bedroom. So this is your half and this is my half, and you can't take things that is on my half.
To her, it's always be you love me first, then I love you. Or if I love you, you better love me in certain way. I used to remember when I was in my pre-U days, it takes me 2 hours to say goodbye to her. She will refuse to let me go home. Still want that goodbye hug and all that stuff. And it will last for more than an hour or two before I can really okay, I need to go. When we're married, same thing. That's her. Once we are in the proximity of togetherness there, she expects 100% from everybody as well, because she's giving 100%.
Or later Rachel and you just make 4 colours. That means 8
And because of that, sometimes your children may come to a point whereby if I don't do this, mommy won't love me.
You want to try? Actually, it's still not sweet enough.
That is so nice on her.
She was always eating
We must do
chocolate.
a duplicate of this dress to make her wear it.
No, I'm not going to wear a dress anymore.
Her personality and mine is very different. I'm quite quick-tempered too, you know. I think it's in the family. But like certain things I am willing to let go, but not your mom. To her, it's everything. Every single thing has to be perfect. So that's why she stressed herself out, and that's why, I mean, my theory has always been because of that. That's how she got sick.
I can remember the time when she was sick. She would make this wheatgrass drink every morning, and vegetable juice or carrot juice and some watermelon, and force us to drink it with her as well. So I remembered always going to the toilet and throw that away and then say that I finished drinking. Really what? You did that too. Don't bluff.
What I miss is her cooking, you know, because she can really, really cook very well. She can go out and eat something, a dish, you know, and she likes it, and she say, I think I can go back and do the same thing. And usually comes out quite, you know, close. So that is something that I don't think anybody can do. I mean, I for one definitely cannot do it, you know.
She is a great provider. But after she passed away, all her sister-in-laws could only remember her for her food and her cooking and her continuous shouting and screaming and fighting.
after you lost her, you just box yourself into some kind of enclosure. I would say you haven't weaned off some of the things, but eventually when you find yourself more and more and discover yourself more and more, and you grow as you discover yourself, then you wean yourself of this need to be like mommy, because you are not mommy, you are an individual. 80 billion people in the world, there's only one Sim Liqing.